PeninsulaBaptist.Church, and this is another of those 5 meals that we're making from one Costco chicken. This one is one of my favorites for the summertime. It's very light and refreshing, and you can make it ahead. It's really a very, very pleasant summer meal. It's spring rolls, and these are going to have chicken in it. Traditionally, they would probably have crab or shrimp or something like that in it, but for us it's going to be chicken. And then one of the things I'd like to impress upon you is that when you're making the ingredients for the spring rolls, everything has to be cut very thin. Remember, you're going to take some very, very thin rice paper wraps, and they aren't going to go around something that's thick and bulky. So when you do the mushrooms, cut the stem off so you can lay the cap down flat, and then you're going to slice these very thin, or it's not going to roll well. So your preparation is a key to making this a fun and easy cooking time. The next one is the cucumber, and I've just taken a segment of cucumber and I've peeled it. I'm just going to rake it along the sides with my fork. So this just puts some little design in the edges of the cucumber, and again, it just makes it a little fun. And again, cutting it very thin. Karen is going to be my tester to see what kind of a teacher I am. She's never made these before, and so she's going to try one here with me today. And I hope that you'll see that it all goes together quite well. So now here on this tray, we have all of our ingredients that are going to go into our spring rolls. And they're all laid out conveniently ahead of time. You don't want to be trying to find something when you're in the middle of rolling these. The spring roll wrappers are just like this. And you can find them at most grocery stores. The key to a successful wrap is to not overhydrate the rice wrap. If you do, it just turns into cellulose goo real quickly. So you're going to dip it in. Dip in the other side. This is just hot water, and twice is usually plenty. You want to still hear a little rattle in the paper. So if you don't hear a rattle, you've probably gone too far. What I'm doing is taking a potato peeler and taking a little of that ridge off of the lettuce. Again, that's a nice hard spot that will make it difficult to wrap. You can cut that off, but I've actually had more success with just taking that little top ridge off with a potato peeler. Okay, these will start to dry out quickly, so you want to work quickly. You're going to put in the center a piece of lettuce going each way. You're going to take and put 4 or 5 pieces of chicken down the center. And then you're going to just take a little bit of each of the ingredients and layer them in. When we get to the mushrooms and the cucumbers, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to tuck those cucumbers in on one side, and we're going to tuck the mushroom slices in on the other side. Now we're going to go ahead and pull that rice paper wrap up tight, as tight as you can, and we're just going to roll it. Now as we roll it, that last end you're just going to kind of press down, but Look at how attractive that is with seeing the cucumber and the mushrooms from the side. Then we're going to just take and slice it in the middle. Again, what an attractive plate that's going to make. Okay, so now just roll. Yay! Okay. And see, she has her lovely pattern there. She's got the cucumbers, and it's just a very attractive presentation. And again, we're just going to cut them in half. We're going to try it again. Drip off the excess. Chicken. I love the carrot in the dish because it adds such a great bright spot of color. Again, we're looking to aesthetics to make it as pretty as possible. And then I'm just going to lift up. Just roll, making sure that final edge gets down. Slanchways cut, and again, it's just so pretty. It really makes for a lovely, lovely fun bit when you go out. Now, the nice part about this for my family, anyway, is the sweet chili peanut sauce. So when you go to eat this, everyone will have their own little dipping tray, and that sweet peanut sauce, that sweet chili peanut sauce is what's going to be your dipping sauce for your spring rolls. The accompanying dish to this is fried rice, and we'll be doing that in just a minute. We just finished up the spring rolls, but we didn't feel that that was a complete meal. We wanted to have a side dish to go with that. And so what we're going to do is fried rice. Now, for the fried rice, you need to do a little bit of prep ahead, but it's not much. I take 2 eggs and I scramble them, and then I just kind of dice them up with a spatula to have small pieces. We have frozen vegetables. We have diced, finely diced green onion, and I've already cooked the rice. Now, when the rice is done cooking, if you just take a fork or a spoon, whatever, you just kind of fluff up that rice. When you go to make the fried rice, you won't have big clumps, so it makes it a little easier. One of the things that gives fried rice a wonderful, wonderful flavor is starting with a little bacon fat. Now, if that's not for you and that's not in your diet plan, then just use a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. We're going to have this fairly high. I'm going to let that pork fat get nice and hot. These frozen vegetables are literally still frozen. They will cook in the hot rice as we cook our dish. To test whether or not this is really, really hot, we're just going to toss a couple of grains of rice in. We want to see a nice sizzle, a real strong sizzle before we start. So now we're getting our strong sizzle. Be careful putting the rice in that you don't have any of the grease jump up and splatter on you. One of the nice things for me is being able to make the rice ahead of time, so it's not everything having to happen at the same time. That's why this is a little clumpy. You can tell that the rice is getting warmed through because it separates. It will separate naturally as it becomes warm. Toss in our vegetables. Again, those are going to begin cooking in the heat of the rice. Just want to keep things moving, all the time moving. Then we have our soy sauce. This is not a real measurement thing. It's more of that color thing. And then at the table, if anyone wants more soy, they can always add it. And we want to stir this. You want to stir it until you don't see any white. That soy should cover all the white. And you start to see how attractive that is. Lots of nice bright color. We're not going to overcook the vegetables. And we have the last ingredient, which is the scrambled egg. Okay. So what do you think? You think your family might enjoy fried rice with their meal?
Hi, thank you so much for joining us. Please, if you feel like it, like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out our channel for more videos. You can also go and check out our website right up here if you would like to know more about who we are as Peninsula Baptist Church. If you click right down here, you're going to see a playlist of some of our recent sermons that we've had, and you can check those out and learn more about who we are and what we believe through that. If you want to see more cooking videos, you can click right here and see the rest of those. Again, thank you so much for joining us and have a good rest of your day.